Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Ian, and welcome back to Scrutinized, one of the, if not the most stressful game that I have ever played. This is a game where I am a detective, and I'm trying to find the serial killer that has been killing cops, including my sister.
Computer and get the night started.
Yeah, we have, if you're new here, welcome. If you've never seen Scrutinized before, basically we have two killers that are out to get us. And we gotta make sure that they don't come in the house by making sure that the lights don't stay off for too long and that the windows don't stay open for too long. Otherwise, a killer could get in the house and kill us. One of them is a kidnapper, but I call them both killers because your run ends and it's game over, so they're killing you, right? One of the jerks, his name is Tanner, because of course his name is Tanner. He will try to get in your house from like the street. You gotta check like the security cameras, and if you hear a footstep, if you hear an owl hooting, if you hear somebody jimmying the lock on the window or whatever, you gotta check. You gotta check the cams, you gotta check the windows to make sure that he doesn't get in. The killers don't spawn after a long time unless you sit down at the computer, so I'm gonna stand right here in the app for a while. We'll sit at this computer. Basically got to check through police reports for some fucking reason. I don't really know why. I don't know how this is helping me find the killer, because I'm just making, like, it feels like I'm a freelance detective, or not even a detective, just like a desk clerk or something like that, and I'm just parsing through reports, like checking them for validity before I'm passing them on or not. So, I don't know, but...
Oh, yeah. I need to read that email and check out those bolos.
But I play this at an extremely high volume. There are jump scares. There are jump scares in this game. So yeah, if I die, that'll be extremely loud. The main menu music is extremely loud. And, don't need to, oh yeah. It's been like a week since I played this. The unknown ones always take the most time. If I know the name, literally I can just put the sex, the hair, and the eyes, and it's good enough to find them, but it's supposed to be 6 foot. Probably not these two. Doing these two guys. They're the closest to 6 foot. It's supposed to be 160. This is only 6 pounds off of 160, whereas this is 13 pounds. Go Elliot Brunner. I don't know if that's right or not. I feel like it's not. Did I get that name right? Yeah. We gotta search his phone, we gotta search for credit card transactions, and we gotta search police records to determine whether he is guilty or not. Okay, dog food. Okay. And I gotta take this and put it down here and connect to the phone. Do a simple hacking minigame. He's not guilty. Then we shred it. So this is night one. I'm not exactly doing every single thing I need to because it's night one. There's 10 nights on normal mode. I'm playing on normal. I didn't mention that. I just heard a weird noise. What was that? After I do every report, after I file it, whether I shred it or report it or not, I have to go to every window and make sure that they are closed and locked. Easiest way to do that is to go up to them physically and click on it. You hear that, it can't be open. Also, when you're in this room, pro tip, just go ahead and take a glance at the router right there, because the internet can go off, and the indicator that it's off is if that middle green light is either off or red or yellow. Regardless, if it's not green, you got go in there and reset it while you're in there. If we go into a room that's dark and we see somebody that's messing with the window, gotta flash them, make them go away. So yeah, like I said, we know this guy's name, so get rid of all this, don't care about it. Black, brown, boom. George Singh. Okay, 4'9". Wow. George. That. Nice thunder. I like thunder too. You guys like thunder? Thunder and lightning. Always liked it. Wires and something. He had no police record? Okay. There's a tendency for me to go way too fast on like that mini game. No, it is not legal to put cameras in the toilets of an elementary school, George. No, elementary school, school in general. Either way. Shred it. He seemed like a perv, but then I actually like reading the thing. He didn't want to do it or whatever, so like it didn't seem like he was guilty. Cameras in toilets? Oh, you know what? I think by toilet they mean bathroom, not like the toilet itself. That's what like Brits call the bathroom. They call it the toilet, because like otherwise, obviously, it's fucking illegal to put cameras in a toilet. But either way, a toilet or a bathroom, yes, it's illegal. Female, brown. Marielle Nowland. Caught shoplifting. You were caught shoplifting a $2.99 fucking lip gloss. What a bum. What an absolute bum. Oh, God, dude. Adam, that's the maker of these games? Bro, Reflect Studios, what the fuck, man? Come on. If you put your thing too close to the... Okay, it's doing it right now, but like... Okay, I look like an asshole now. But I swear, like before, if something was too close to the edge, you couldn't click it. Maybe it did get fixed. I didn't actually read those receipts, so I hope... This is probably nothing. But we gotta check her phone. Shit. I'm not checking the house often enough. I heard a noise. See, I'm not checking often enough. That potentially was off long enough to get me killed. Yep, see that fucking shit? That bullshit ass kidnapper was right there, bro. And he managed to unlock it. I guess the lore behind the kidnapper and the killer is that somehow they managed to like get like fucked up or like broken ineffectual like locks installed, and so but they know how to unlock them, so they go around and like have an easy exploit or something. Oh, okay, it's just a cheap ass builder putting bad locking mechanisms in the houses. Or something. That window I don't really need to go and actually look at, because you can clearly tell that the lock is pointing to the right, which is the locked position. That one's to the right. If you can clearly see that the lock is in the locked position, not really a need to actually go and mess with it. Internet's still on. So just like when I'm coming back down here to throw open those doors and take a look, because you never know if a light might go off on you. Unknown. This is closer to 120. No police report. She seems unguilty, but... Tapping on the window.
Ugh, damn it. Internet went out again. I need to go reset the router in the backroom closet.
There's no possible way I die at night 1, right? I think the tapping on the window is a distraction. I think. Okay, so it turns red. And you gotta get really stupid close to it. I might be dead right here. Not yet. Okay, that means that Tanner could be on his way very shortly. I'm gonna shred this. I need to check the house, but the owl hooted, which means Tanner is coming. Bastard's not coming. Good report. Night 2, we did it. Ooh. That was kind of a dicey night 1. That was the diciest night 1 that I've had so far. That was kind of insane. I think that took a long time. I gotta be quicker than that. Every single light is off in the house. Love it. Again, you have time in the beginning. You have time in the beginning, so there's no need to rush. You can use it as like a time to reset. I have beaten this game on casual. I'm trying to beat it on normal, but the difficulty jump between casual and normal is kind of insane, actually. Double the nights 5 to 10, and in normal mode you have permadeath, so. Okay, night 2. Can't get anything? Oh, I got 40. Let's go. How to pronounce imbecile. Some theater. This guy's easy first report. But already on night 2 I have 7 reports I have to do. So I have 6 more. It really is best if you go fast as possible. The longer the night draws out, the worse off you are. Daniel Hubbard. I remember you. I don't remember if you're guilty or not. Remember, Daniel Hubbard is not guilty. The names don't change, the reports don't change. So if you see Daniel Hubbard, he's always going to be not guilty. If you see another name that you remember that it was not guilty last time, it's not guilty this time, it's not guilty every time. Now I could pull up a list online. I did actually find one accidentally when I was looking up information for this game. But that's cheating. That defeats the purpose of the game, I think. I love that I'm getting cases where I know their name. Clifford Abbott. That right there is how I have died almost every time, I think. The light being off for too long. Well, if I didn't mention, the reason why I leave that closet open is, so that way I know if Tanner gets in here. Anthony Hawks. Good old Tony Hawk. I haven't needed to open any of these other things yet. I'm locked right now. 4 good ones in a row. Well, 9 in a row so far, I guess. I didn't actually go up, but yeah. I didn't check the router either. That was a sloppy check, but did I check cam? Yes, give me more reports where I know the name. Where to buy alcohol? The store? The alcohol store? You see that one text conversation? Hey, I met this really fine foreigner or something? Who talks like that? Yeah, you're pretty hot for a foreigner. I met this foreigner. What? Okay. It went from no, okay, no, we're at 5 out of 7. Wait, what? You know, I almost feel like if I find a room that is dark, then I need to check the lock. But if I go into a room where it's not dark, the lock has always been on. I think they can only get in through through a room if it has been dark. I don't think they go into lit rooms. Oh my god, 5 fucking nanoseconds on that. Dude, I think that need to do a proper check on the house right now. That's in the locked position. I think that like 90% of the time you can tell if somebody's guilty based on their phone. Because you can get so much evidence from the phone. It seems like most of the time your evidence is coming from the phone. So like when the phone is clean, I guess it's a risk, it's still a risk. Because there could be enough evidence in like the police report and the other shit to incriminate, but I've been getting lucky. 10 in a row. Here we have an unknown. Finally. Nita Winter, I remember you. You think I'll have to file a report this time? Fucker. Punishment for messing up the thing. I felt like I was taking too much time. If you notice I keep looking at my face cam, it's because I'm trying a new, you know, a new thing with my camera here, and I have no idea if it looks good or not. I don't. She had no social. Bitch. Oh, fucking bitch. Her volume all the way up? Yeah. Come on. It's still not back yet. Holy shit. And I can't just shred it. I don't know. There's 10 nights. I can't just be fucking doing that willy-nilly. Fuck, man! Oh, there it is. Allow me to cook. Oh no. Oh. Okay. She's a prop person. There's a shred. We check the house, then shred. We check the house, then shred. I got my surfboard ready. I didn't actually check that room. My PR on normal is night 4? Or night 5? I think night 4. One last check of the cam. Oh man! What was bad about it? Well, there it is. That is the first 2 nights. Unfortunately, wow, this is still incredibly loud. But then I'm gonna have my volume on 70. That was a weird couple of nights. I'm gonna call it right there, obviously. I gotta pace myself with this game. When I play this, I gotta make sure I'm in the right mindset. You know, I can't just be like trying to play as many nights as possible, because like you gotta be so locked in. I'm irritated I messed up that one report. I don't know, like, must have been something in their conversations, but That's really unlucky, actually. Because I checked, like, everything except for, like, the last 2 conversations or something like that. But I thought that, like, you needed multiple kinds of information or of evidence. Is that only after, like, a certain night? I don't know everything about this game yet, but what a stressful fucking game. But you know what? It's actually not as stressful as it used to be, because it kind of like once you like learn everything about the game and how to keep the killers like this dick out of the house, it's really not that scary. It kind of demystifies it, you know? Like, it's just as simple as you have to check the house often enough to make sure that the houses aren't, or the rooms aren't dark for too long. And that's it. And then, like, make sure you're keeping an eye out, crank your volume to make sure you're keeping an ear out for Tanner's footsteps and the owl and stuff like that. Like, basically, like, those 2 things, audio cues and checking the house often enough. But it's like easier said than done, because you like I get stuck, or like really focused on doing one thing, and it's kind of hard to acknowledge like how much time has passed. It's like either I check too often or I don't check often enough, you know? I don't know how often I should be checking exactly, because it's random. But I actually am enjoying this game more than I thought I was going to. The base game is pretty fun. I don't know if I'll ever beat it. I think it would be one of the bigger gaming feats to beat this game, because it's actually hard. Like, you have to stay focused the whole time. If you miss anything, you're dead. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Scrutinized, and as always, maybe you'll join me for another episode later.